example two, or problem 2, it says to determine if the conditional is true or false. If it's false, we want to provide a counterexample. So the statement says that if you live in Virginia, then you live in Richmond. Well, we all know that we live in Virginia, but we don't live in Richmond. So this is going to be a false statement, and our counterexample could be that I live in Virginia Beach. It doesn't have to be too lengthy, it doesn't have to be really articulate. You just have to give an example where you live in Virginia, but you don't live in Virginia Beach. Okay, number 4, this is an example of where we can write a sum and an all statement for the following Venn diagram. Remember that if you're going from the inside out, we say all, because this circle is all surrounded by this one. If we're going from the outside in, it's a sum statement. So looking at all carrots are vegetables, and that's true. I can't think of a carrot that isn't a vegetable. So all of the carrots in the world are vegetables. So that takes care of the inside out. Now we go from the outside circle to the inside circle, and it reads some. So some vegetables can be carrots. So, and that is true. There are some vegetables out there that are carrots. There are some vegetables that are cucumbers. There are some vegetables that are tomatoes. Oh, well, I guess tomatoes aren't vegetables anymore. But when we say some vegetables are carrots, that means that not all of them are carrots. Problem number 6 is similar to problem number 4. It says to write a statement using all, some, or none. And this time we only want one statement, and we do it by identifying what type of Venn diagram we have. When you have two circles that are interlocking, that is what's read as a sum Venn diagram. So we can say that sometimes there are joggers who are also swimmers, and that area is here. So anybody that falls into this area is a jogger who is a swimmer. These people are only joggers and these people are only swimmers, but these people are joggers and swimmers. So our sum statement would be that some joggers are swimmers, or we can say some swimmers are joggers, and the order of those words are not important. Number 8 asks us to draw and label a Venn diagram to illustrate each statement. So the first statement is an all statement. An all statement means that you have one circle, and that circle is surrounded completely by another circle. So remember, from the inside out, it's an all statement. So the word before all should be on the inside, and that's pit bulls. The word following pit bulls will be on the outside. So we should be able to read it that all pit bulls are dogs. Inside out is an all statement. Number 10 is a little bit tricky. It asks us to draw a Venn diagram, and then after we draw the Venn diagram, we want to answer these questions down here. It says that there are 42 students in a class. So of those 42 students, 13 have birds. So we're going to have a circle with birds in it. And there should be a total, I'm going to put this number down here, a total of 13. There's 21 students that have dogs. So we're going to have another circle that has dogs in it, and there should be a total of 21 in that circle. But it says 7 of them have both. So when we have the word both, that means we should have those circles interlocking. So we have 21 students that have dogs, and so there should be a total of 21 inside this whole circle. 7 students have both a bird and a dog. So that means that where the two circles come together, there's a total of 7 students. So if we look at this first circle, it should have a total of 13 people in it. Well, we already have 7. So what's left over has to go in the bird circle. So 13 minus 7 gives us a total of 6. So here should be a big number 6. Then it says that this circle, this whole circle, should have 21 dog people in it. Well, 7 of those people already have both, and they were included here where the two circles come together. So we would take 7 from 21, and that gives us 14. So there's 14 people who only own dogs and 7 people that own dogs and birds, and that gives us a total of 21 people inside this circle. Okay, so now we have to figure out how many of those students don't own a bird or a dog. They own nothing. Well, there's 42 students that were surveyed, and 6 of them own a bird, 7 of them own both, so that's 13, and 14 of them own a dog. So that gives us a total of 27 people who own one of these animals or more. 27 out of the 42. Well, we want to figure out how many don't own either of those. So we take away the 27 from the 42, and we're going to get 15. So there are 15 people who don't own anything, a bird or a dog. So how many students don't have a bird or a dog? And that gives us the 15. The students that only have birds are going to be these students right here that don't overlap with the people that own dogs. So anybody just right here own birds only, no dogs. So that's going to give us a total of 6 students who only own birds. Okay, now we're going to look at number 12. It says, which region, A through H, represents students who belong to none of the 3 given committees? So we've done this one on the notes. We said they can't belong to the fundraisers committee, they can't be inside the teacher recognition committee, and they can't be inside this circle for the awards program committee. They don't belong to any of the committees. So that's going to be this region here, or these 4 people here, the region A, where they are not included in any of those circles. Okay, and last we're going to take a look at number 14, how many students total belong to the teacher recognition committee. So what we do here is we circle the entire teacher recognition committee circle, and anybody inside this circle belongs to the teacher recognition committee. It doesn't say that they can't belong to the fundraiser committee also, or the awards program committee also. We just want to know how many of them are in the teacher recognition committee. So that's going to be these 11 people, this one person, that's 12, these 5 people, that's 17, and these 3 people, 17 plus 3 is 20. There's a total of 20 people inside the teacher recognition program committee.